Hey guys, it's Nelly. Welcome back to my channel. So it's been a minute. Haven't been able to kind of get on and do some videos and just kind of guys in the loop as to what's been going on. So I know recently I made a post just asking for prayers for strength. My baby wants video time. Want to say hi? You want to say hi? Come. You want to say hi, boys? Come here. Come say hi. Come say hi to everybody. Say hi, babies. Say hi. She's so sweet. She just wants some love, right? Okay. Sorry, guys. She just wanted some attention. But things have been a little crazy, to say the least. A little chaotic. Just still trying to process everything. So maybe about a week ago, actually a couple of weeks ago, Elijah was complaining about his right arm was bothering him. And if you like press against his shoulders, you can actually feel the difference in his shoulders. You can feel, one side is a lot more puffier than the other. So, we put a call into the doctor and had an MRI done last Wednesday. And last Friday, we were actually informed that, so let me backtrack for a second. So when everything first started and got into play last year, Elijah had a small tumor on his shoulder bone. But he had a small tumor on his shoulder blade. And when we went back to the doctor and the MRI was done, the tumor has now spread throughout his entire right arm, so to his shoulder. Or I'm sorry, to his elbow. With that being said, unfortunately, there's not much that can be, done at this point. He's been, through chemo, and honestly, nothing is just not helping. So the journey at this point is to radiate and kind of mix it with pain meds to see how he goes from there, to see if that helps. Yeah, I see my baby in the back. I'm sorry. To see if that helps to help the pain subside for him. Unfortunately, if that doesn't, help subside the pain, then we have to go to other measures. So, right now is just a journey of one day at a time, literally. Elijah said to me, "Mom, you put that post up, you're so dramatic." And I'm just like, he was like, "Oh, I told you, I that's what I thought it was, and I'm just like, you'll never, ever, ever understand from a parent's point of view how that is. Just like, he can state that I don't know what he goes through. I don't feel how he feel. And he's absolutely right. I don't. I'm not in his position. I'm not going through what he's going through. However, as a mom, I'm going through my own things. That makes sense, right? And so I had to explain to him that, in your brain, you can process information that you're receiving, but it doesn't become reality until it's spoken upon, so for me, I don't know what she's trying to get to. There's nothing on my sofa. She's just weird like that, guys. So I'm sorry. As a mom, you can kind of go with the flow and have an understanding of what may be. But when you get phone calls and it confirms what you feel or how you feel or what you think, that's just a whole nother feeling, that's just a whole nother I don't know, it just takes you to a whole nother place mentally, like you're just never ready. As much as you can prepare yourself to be ready and say, I got this, and you are just never ready to hear anything that can confirm what's been in your mind. You know what I mean? And so that's what I had to explain to him. Yes, we've talked about it, but it just became a reality. Like reality is this is what it is. And sometimes I have a hard time dealing with what his reality is. And I noticed that I've stepped back a lot from, just saying a lot of things via social media. And that's not that I don't want to keep you guys informed. I think I have a hard time accepting what is. And hence the reason I have a hard time maybe talking about it. But I feel like talking about it is needed, because that's the only way that we are going to just, get through, and as you guys, may or may not be aware, I've been seeking counseling, because all of this has really taken its toll mentally, just trying to stay strong, just trying to push forward. And it can wear you down, mentally, physically, emotionally. It can just wear you down. And I noticed that I've become in a place in my life where I'm worn, and I appreciate everybody that reaches out to me, and I have to apologize because I've been really, really, just to myself lately, just because I don't want to damper anybody else's positive mood. I don't. That's not who I am. And if I'm feeling overwhelmed and just consumed, I just rather not share my negative energy with anybody else. That's just my thought process. And granted that I have a lot of people who reach out and who are just genuinely concerned, and I appreciate it. We appreciate it. It's just really hard sometimes to just, be able to open yourself up with the given scenario. When you tell somebody the things that is going on, just the instant face is just like, oh my God. And I don't want to do that to anybody. I don't want to see like this bright face, positive energy, and then as soon as I relay something, it's just like a devastating look. I just feel like I just don't want to damper anybody else's day. Like, it's just not meant for that, one day at a time. I think another reason that I just kind of stay standoffish, so to speak, is because, like I always say to you guys, I have strong faith. I really do. And there is nothing that would take my faith away. Even with everything that's going on, I am still humble. I have the utmost faith that whatever God sees fit to do, he's going to do. I just require prayers for strength in dealing with the moment, A lot of people reach out to me and the first thing that they say is, have faith, and, God's going to get you through this. And, he's a healer, and he's a miracle worker. Don't get me wrong, because I don't doubt that whatsoever. I most definitely don't doubt that. I've heard so many stories of people being in stage 4 cancer and just miraculously they were cured. So I don't doubt for 1 second that God is a healer. However, I am a realist when it comes to certain things, and I know that this won't be cured. And by that, I mean, if I keep telling myself that being in faith means he's going to be healed and he's going to be okay, I am lying to myself. I am giving myself false hope. I don't want to do that. And I don't want to hear it from somebody else to give me false hope. Because honestly, let's just honestly speaking, honestly coming from my heart, having faith is knowing that God is going to do what he deems necessary to do. Whether that means to cure him from this disease, whether that means to take him away and bring him home so that he doesn't have to deal with what he's dealing with, that's faith. Faith is not always believing that God is going to heal. That is not true faith. Yes, you have faith in God and understand and know that he's going to do what he sees fit to do. And I have to be okay with that. We have to be okay with that, you know? And so when people tell me that, I just kind of tend to back off because I have to face my own reality. And I don't want to keep putting false hopes in my head because I feel like that gives me mixed emotions. Because if someone is telling me you need to have faith, God is a healer and he's this and he's that, and like I said, I know the power of God. I know that. But for me, if in my head I'm only developing that concept and thinking only on that concept, I'm never going to be fully ready to see or hear what the next steps in life are. Granted, I could go out and die tomorrow. It happens. Life happens. Life continues to happen no matter what we do or how we do it, where we do it, when we do it. Life will continue to go on. So I've just been battling with the emotions of just trying to live in reality. Whatever reality is. And just praying for strength to get through. Every day is a battle. Every day is a battle to understand, to find motivation, to just gather the strength, to be the mother I need to be, and not buckle. I'm not here to buckle. I'm here to stand strong. And, you know, there's always a fear watching Elijah. My fear is he's crumbling in the inside and he's not going to show it because he wants to be strong. He's going to be strong, and I can't take that away from him. But I'm sure that he worries, and I'm sure that, you know, in his head, he's just thinking, where's this going to go? Where am I going to end up? How is this going to end? But he's never going to let the world see that. He won't even let me see that. And on one hand, I'm very grateful that he's so strong. But on the other hand, I am cringing inside for my child. Because I honestly feel like he needs to express himself more. But it's just my thought, you know, and regardless of everything, I'm always going to have his back. I'm always going to be here for him. And every day is a challenge, you know. No matter what loved one you have that goes through this, you know, it's the whole family that have to go through it. And whereas we may not have to physically endure, you know, the pain and the agony that they have to endure going through chemo treatments and radiation and this medicine and that medicine and the side effects and this and that, we still endure pain. And just having to watch someone go through that is just, you know, it's mind-blowing. And Give me 1 second, guys. So, these are, you know, all the things that's been going on, and, you know, juggling everything, and this is just what it is. And so I just wanted to do this video so that you guys know, you know, what was going on, because I haven't been able to communicate via social media. I didn't want to make a post about it. You know, just going through this journey, just, it's mentally taking a toll. It really is. And I will not pretend like it's not. As much as we want to be okay, and as much as we want to stand strong, you know, some days are just hard to do so. And but you push through. You have to push through, you know, and it's okay to not be okay. It's okay. It's okay for me not to be okay, but it's not okay for me to stay there. It's not okay for me to stay stuck in a mental down spiral. It's not. And that's what I fight with every day. It's just not staying stuck and just asking for guidance and strength and just ways to just cope. Some days I can feel so numb to it, just not knowing, you know, not knowing what the next step is, not knowing what the next plan is, you know, just not knowing what's next. And it can be frustrating. But thank you guys for listening. I will try to do another video soon. There's just been so much going on, but I will definitely get back to you guys. You know, if you want to talk about anything, please feel free to leave comments, like this video, because I need like for all of your love, your support. I genuinely appreciate it. Love you guys. Subscribe, share, watch, but I will keep you guys posted as we proceed to what's next. So stay tuned.